The shadows of Blackwood Manor. In the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, nestled deep within the whispering woods, stood the ancient Blackwood Manor. Its grandeur and beauty had long been shrouded by the mysteries and terror that surrounded it. For generations, the locals avoided the manor, fearing the unholy darkness that dwelled within. Jessica and Mike, a newlywed couple from the city, unaware of the manor's dark history, had chosen it as the perfect getaway for their honeymoon. They had always been drawn to the unknown and the unexplained. The allure of Blackwood Manor's eerie charm and secluded location was too enticing to resist. As they stepped into the manor, a chill ran down Jessica's spine. She couldn't help but feel they were being watched. Mike, ever the skeptic, dismissed her concerns, attributing her unease to the musty smell and the creaking floorboards. Their first night was filled with laughter and passion, but as the hours ticked by, the atmosphere shifted. Doors creaked open on their own, and the wind whispered eerie melodies through the corridors. Jessica woke up to find Mike missing from bed. She frantically searched the manor, calling out his name, but there was only silence. Suddenly, Mike appeared beside her, his eyes glazed, his smile twisted. "I found something," he whispered, leading her to a hidden room deep within the manor's labyrinthine basement. Inside, they discovered a series of ancient artifacts and dusty journals belonging to the manor's former occupant, the notorious occultist, Malcolm Blackwood. As they delved into the journals, they uncovered the dark secrets of Blackwood's twisted experiments. He had sought to bridge the veil between worlds, summoning entities from beyond. The couple's curiosity turned to horror as they realized they were not alone in the manor. Jessica began experiencing terrifying visions, ghostly apparitions, demonic whispers, and an unrelenting feeling of being stalked. Mike's behavior became increasingly erratic, his eyes taking on an otherworldly glow. She realized with growing dread that her husband was no longer himself. One fateful night, as the moon hung low in the sky, Jessica discovered Mike standing in front of a strange symbol etched into the wall. His eyes had turned a malevolent shade, his voice no longer his own. "I've unlocked the secret," he hissed. "And soon, we shall be one with the darkness." Jessica fled, but the manor seemed to shift and twist, its corridors leading her back to Mike. She stumbled upon the hidden room, finding her husband engulfed in an eerie, pulsating light. Malcolm Blackwood's journals lay scattered around him. As she read the final entries, the truth dawned on her. Mike had become a vessel for Blackwood's malevolent spirit. The symbol was a gateway to the abyss, and Mike's soul was doomed to roam the manor forever. Jessica's screams echoed through Blackwood Manor, but they were drowned out by the cacophony of the damned. The darkness consumed her, and she became another soul trapped within the manor's walls. The locals whispered of strange lights flickering in the manor's windows, of screams echoing through the night, and of the doomed couple forever trapped in the shadows of Blackwood Manor. The locals avoided the manor for years, fearing the evil that lurked within. But curiosity has a way of getting the better of some people, and eventually, brave souls ventured near again. Jessica's parents, frantic with worry, reported her and Mike's disappearance to the authorities. A search party combed the woods, scouring the ground surrounding Blackwood Manor. Their screams echoed through the empty halls as they stumbled upon Jessica's journal. The journal detailed their descent into madness, the visions, and the possession. The final entry read, "I've lost Mike. I've lost myself. We're trapped forever." The search party realized they were too late. The darkness had claimed another pair of souls. Years passed, and the legend of Blackwood Manor grew. Paranormal investigators and thrill-seekers flocked to the site, hoping to catch a glimpse of the paranormal activity. Some attempted to communicate with Jessica and Mike's spirits, but none succeeded. One stormy night, a group of brave adventurers decided to explore the manor. They laughed and joked as they approached the entrance, but their mockery quickly turned to terror. The doors slammed shut behind them, trapping them inside. The whispers began, and the shadows moved. One by one, the group vanished, never to be seen again. Their screams echoed through Blackwood Manor's empty halls. The last one standing discovered Jessica's journal and realized they were doomed to repeat the cycle. The darkness consumed him whole. When the authorities found his car the next morning, the engine was still running, lights still shining into the darkness. But inside, his phone showed a single text: "We're trapped." The authorities searched the manor from top to bottom, but no signs of the group were found. Their disappearance remained a mystery, adding another chapter to Blackwood Manor's dark history. Years passed, and the legend grew. Thrill seekers continued to venture near, hoping to catch a glimpse of paranormal activity. One stormy night, a young journalist named Sarah decided to investigate. Sarah approached the manor cautiously, her equipment at the ready. She entered the musty hallway, calling out, "Hello? Is anyone here?" The only response was creaking wooden floorboards. As she explored the dusty rooms, Sarah stumbled upon Jessica's journal, hidden deep within the basement's labyrinth. She read the haunting entries, realizing the true horror that had unfolded. Suddenly, lights flickered, and eerie whispers surrounded her. Sarah fled, but the doors slammed shut, trapping her. Desperate, she called out, "Jessica? Mike? Is anybody here?" A faint whisper replied, "We're here." Sarah's blood ran cold. "Where?" she pleaded. The whisper grew louder, "Trapped forever." Sarah's screams echoed through Blackwood Manor's empty halls. Her phone lay shattered, her last text message reading, "I'm trapped." Sarah's screams were drowned out by the cacophony of the damned. Frantically, she searched for an escape, but every door led her back to the basement. The whispers grew louder, urging her to join them. As she stumbled through the darkness, Sarah discovered a hidden chamber, its walls adorned with ancient symbols. Jessica's journal lay open on a dusty altar, the final entry staring back at her, "The darkness consumes us. Forever trapped." Suddenly, Mike's twisted face materialized before her. His eyes glowed with malevolent intent. Sarah tried to flee, but her feet felt heavy, as if rooted to the spot. Mike's voice whispered menacingly, "Welcome to eternity." Sarah's voice trembled, "No. Please." And then, the darkness closed in.